So picture this. It's your second period. Your coffee hasn't kicked in, and little Kevin in the back row has decided today's the day he's going to practice his tap dancing routine on the metal legs of his chair. Meanwhile, Jasmine is whisper screaming to her BFF about who totally looked at her in the hallway, and you, hero that you are standing there with a stack of lesson plans wondering why you didn't become a park ranger. At least bears don't argue about bathroom passes. Now, here's the problem. Most teachers do what we were taught to do. Raise your voice, call out names, make a dramatic speech about respect and learning. And you know what? The kids love it. You just gave them the entertainment they were craving. You're basically the halftime show at their personal Super Bowl of distraction. But what if, and hear me out, you could stop misbehavior without saying a single word? What if you could regain control using nothing but your face, your hands, and the pure power of your exhausted teacher presence? Well, buckle up because today we're diving into my absolute favorite set of tricks, the silent but deadly moves. And yes, I know what you're thinking. Silent but deadly is normally reserved for whatever is happening in the cafeteria after Taco Tuesday. But in this case, it's about using silent, nonverbal moves that make your students behave and leave your vocal cords intact. Let's be honest, yelling at kids all day isn't sustainable. By Thursday, your voice sounds like you've been chain smoking since the Reagan administration. And when Friday rolls around, you're whisper teaching like a haunted librarian. Not a good look. Plus, yelling doesn't even work long term. Sure, the class might quiet down for 10 seconds out of sheer shock, like, wow, Profe just screamed louder than my mom when she sees my screen time report. But the silence doesn't last. 10 seconds later, Kevin's tap dancing again. Jasmine's still on her rom-com commentary. And now you're the one who looks unhinged. Silent moves, though, they flip the script. They're unexpected. They're powerful. They're borderline creepy, but in a good way. You don't have to nag. You don't have to lose your control. And you don't have to sacrifice your voice. All you need is a well-timed stare, a hand gesture, or the strategic placement of your body. So let's break down the three most powerful categories of silent but deadly moves: the teacher stare of doom, the hand signals of power, and the aura of proximity. We all know the teacher stare is legendary. It's been passed down through generations, whispered about in teacher lounges, and feared by children everywhere. But here's the thing: the stare isn't just about looking mad, it's about communicating with your eyeballs alone. I see you. I know what you're doing, and you better stop unless you want to experience levels of passive aggressive disappointment only teachers can deliver. Let's break it into three strategies. The freeze ray. This one is simple. Lock eyes with the culprit and don't look away. No blinking, just let them sit in the unbearable awkwardness of being the center of your silent, judgmental universe. If you do it right, they'll start confessing to crimes they didn't even commit. Okay, fine. I was the one who microwaved fish in the teacher's lounge. The eyebrow raise. Ah, yes, the single raised eyebrow. A tool so powerful it should come with a warning label. One flick of the brow, and the students instantly know you're not angry, you're just deeply disappointed. And if there's anything worse for a teenager than being yelled at, it's being disappointed in. They'll spend the rest of class trying to earn back your love, just like when your dog eats your homework and then follows you around with guilty eyes. The death squint. This is your Clint Eastwood moment. Narrow your eyes, tilt your head just slightly, and let them stew. If you squint hard enough, they'll think you can see into their souls. Pro tip: practice in the mirror. If you scare yourself, you're ready. The beauty of the teacher's stare of doom is that it requires zero effort and delivers maximum results. It's like the Tesla of classroom management: silent, sleek, and terrifyingly efficient. Now let's talk hand signals. And no, not the cool kind like ASL or gang signs. I mean teacher-specific mafia boss level hand gestures that let your students know you're in charge without saying a word. The finger slash. Picture this. A kid is goofing off and you slowly, dramatically draw your finger across your throat. Boom. Done. Message delivered. They'll stop whatever nonsense they were doing, mainly because they're not sure if you just threatened them or if you're reenacting a WWE move. Either way, it works. The finger point and pause. This one's gold. You just point, not aggressively, just calmly, silently, almost disappointedly. Then you wait and wait. The power is in the pause. The kid feels the weight of 1,000 ancestors telling them to knock it off. They'll shut down faster than Wi-Fi during a thunderstorm. The slow clap. This is my personal favorite. It's sarcastic, it's dramatic, and it pulls attention like a magnet. You don't even have to say anything. Just clap slowly, deliberately. Watch as the noise dies down and every head swivels towards you. Bonus, the kids hate it. They absolutely hate it, which means it's perfect. Hand signals are powerful because they make you look like some kind of mystical classroom conductor. You're directing the symphony of behavior, and the students are your unwilling orchestra. And unlike actual orchestras, you don't have to listen to clarinets. This last category is the most underrated, but honestly, it's the most effective. Because sometimes all you have to do to stop misbehavior is to be there. Your presence alone is enough to crush the dreams of anyone hoping to get away with nonsense. The desk hover. Pick your target, casually stroll over and stand right by their desk. Don't say anything, just exist there. Maybe sip your coffee, maybe glance at their paper. Within seconds, they'll act like they've never misbehaved a day in their life, and you've basically become a classroom dementor. The casual stroll. Walk around the room like you're doing laps at the mall. No particular destination, just wandering, but always mysteriously ending up right next to the chatty corner. Students will start to wonder if you have teleportation powers. The backpack lean. This is the big boss move. Walk up to a student, lean casually on their desk or chair, and just linger. Don't say anything. Just smile like you know all their secrets. They'll be on their best behavior for the rest of the day. Proximity is powerful because it's so subtle. Kids don't even realize they're being managed. They just know that for some reason, when you're standing right there, it suddenly feels like a bad time to start braiding each other's hair. Now, if you're sitting there thinking, wow, these silent moves sound amazing, but I need more than eyebrow calisthenics to survive my classroom, then you need to check out my CI Survival Kit at mm.us/survival. It's packed with activities, strategies, and resources that keep your classroom running smoother than a teacher sneaking into the lounge for free donuts. Seriously, if silent moves are duct tape of teaching, the CI Survival Kit is the whole dang toolbox. Here's the thing. Kids expect teachers to yell. It's the default. It's background noise. They're immune. When you yell, they don't hear stop talking. They hear blah, blah, blah in Charlie Brown teacher voice. But when you go silent, that's when they panic. Teenagers cannot handle silence. Silence is their kryptonite. If you've ever asked a class a question and been met with 5 minutes of pure, awkward, tumbleweed silence, you know exactly what I mean. They hate it. So when you use silence against them, it's like flipping the Uno reverse card. Suddenly, they're scrambling to fix the silence. Also, silent moves give you the upper hand in a way yelling never can. When you yell, you're reacting. You're showing frustration. You're letting them see that they got to you. But when you use silent moves, you're calm. You're in control. You're basically the villain in every movie who terrifies everyone without raising his voice. And we all know the silent villains are the scariest. Okay, so there you have it. The silent but deadly moves that stop misbehavior without you saying a single word. The teacher stare of doom, the hand signals of power, the aura of proximity. 3 categories of pure, glorious, nonverbal dominance. Remember, you don't have to scream, you don't have to nag, and you don't have to give yourself a sore throat by Wednesday. You just need to master the art of silent intimidation. And trust me, once you nail the eyebrow raise, you'll wonder why you ever wasted your breath. Now, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me, what's your favorite silent move? Is it the death stare, the sarcastic slow clap, or are you one of those teachers who just sighs dramatically until the whole class feels guilty? Let me know. And if you want to keep this train rolling, your next stop is my video, CI Emergency Fixes, What to Do When They Don't Understand. Because even if you've mastered silent moves, you still need a plan when your students look at you like you just spoke Klingon. Happy comprehensible input.